Greetings, nail peoples. Let everybody get a chance to get their notification and get in here. Hi. Hello, hello. Come on in. Come on in. Greetings, everybody. Hello. Hello in Mexico. Hi, CJ. Come on in. Let's get everybody in here. It'll take a second because it's an unusual day and time, so everybody will take a minute to filter in here, I'm sure. This is hopefully my last day from my impromptu setup at home. This weekend I will get my actual studio lights and setup and everything up again. So by Monday's show, hopefully I'll look a lot better. But today, because this is how I feel today. Today we have Mickey Mouse. Some mornings are rough. So that's what cup we have today, because that's how I feel today. Hi, everybody. So for the handful of you that are here, swipe left or down or whichever way it is, whether you're iOS or Android, and invite your followers and share so that we can get a few more people in here on the live show. The first thing that I want to talk about is we have had a loss in our nail family, none as great as the loss of the actual member of our nail family. Gina Silvestro has lost her son. He was 22, and obviously that is something that it's hard to even wrap your brain around. So we're all sending our love and support to Gina, and I'll post a link after I post this on YouTube and put the YouTube link on the Nails Over Coffee page on Facebook. I will post a link to a page where you can go send a condolence message or light a candle for Nick and for the Silvestro family. So lots of sad thoughts with you today, Gina and family. We think of you. I'm sorry. Words just can't express. So, starting out today with some sad news. The other thing that I want to shed some light on today is the End It Movement's Awareness Day for modern slavery. So if you, I will post a couple of pictures that you can share on your Facebook page and your Instagram. Mine looks like this. We need to implore everybody we know to remember that if they are paying $8 or $10 for a manicure and the minimum wage is $8, then and businesses generally aren't in business of losing money, then how is their service provider getting paid? If they're getting a $12 facial, how is their service provider getting paid? Salons are hotbeds of human trafficking, both in terms of danger and the people working in them. There's lots of times that people are brought over and they are made to work in those environments to get their family out of whatever country they're in. People are sold into slavery all around the world for doing these jobs. And that's aside from the sex trafficking part. I mean, just even the commerce trafficking. So make sure today, on today's Day of Awareness, that's why I'm wearing red, also because it's the start of baseball season. So hello, red and Red Sox, all in one. But so make sure that you're sharing the awareness campaign. I think that people around the world are really aware now of voting with your dollar. And so let's help them make good choices in voting with their dollar for their personal care services. So I think it's a really important thing. We have to do something every day. It really is. If you see something, say something. We have to do something every day. But I think that today's day of awareness, let's plaster social media with red X's. Use the hashtag End It movement and explain to people that, you know, if something feels weird, if it makes the hair on the back of your neck stand up, if you walk in and you're like, I just feel like these people are not being treated fairly, or this whole thing just doesn't make sense, then say something, because we have to be the voice of people who can't use their own voice. So, hashtag End It movement today. Big red X's. And the other thing that has been talked about on the End It Movement's webpage is, even if you don't want to put a big X, you know, for your profile picture or whatever, put a red X on your hand in lipstick and take a picture for your profile photo that is of you, but with a big red X on your hand. So, some cool ideas. So yes, I'll put links in the Facebook page. Make sure that you like the Nails Over Coffee Facebook page. That's where all the stuff that we talk about in these broadcasts, links and everything, end up on the Nails Over Coffee Facebook page. Oh, look, I still have a price tag on the bottom of my cup. How funny is that? We'll go ahead and just take that off. That's good times, because I can see it and that really bugs me. And yes, I'm totally being a nail tech who's using my thumbnail to scrape that off. Don't judge. Don't judge. We shouldn't be judging. We shouldn't judge others. You know, see, I just made that face. That'll be the screen grab that gets used for the YouTube video, because it always is. I have the weirdest faces on the screen grabs for the videos, but I don't care enough to take the time to go in there and change it. There we go. Good enough. Okay, so now let's talk about some other nail trend things. It was New York Fashion Week. We had a lot of nail artists there at New York Fashion Week. Now I look kind of spooky because I'm by the light of my iPad. Oh. Okay, so for those of you who don't know, if you are a follow Pantone's colors kind of person, Butter London has Pantone's greenery, which is their color of the season. Butter London has that color exactly teamed up with, you know, Pantone. So if you're a follow Pantone's color of the season kind of person, Butter London has the exact color for you, which was also sort of seen on some of the runways. Why does this, I'm telling you, so I got a whole bunch. If you're interested in looking at high fashion nail trends, Harper's Bazaar magazine has by far the best coverage and reporting. Oh, this was kind of fun. There is literally, let's see if I can get it to scroll, pages of really good nail articles on Harper's Bazaar. So, and they've been doing this for a while. So let's see here. The biggest nail trends for 2017. Modern metallics. Okay. So a winter white look with a metallic overlay of platinum polish on top. Let's see if I can get a picture there for you to see. So, see, she's got white with polish. Ah, come back. Okay, and I pushed the button. Oops. So, modern metallics. Let's see. Come on. Load sometime today. Okay. Using metallics on tips on Instagram. Make sure that you follow Hannah Rocks Nails. Hannah Rocks It. She does a lot of blogger work for high-end polishes and some bargain ones too. But so these are the things that your clients are going to be seeing that they're going to be asking you about. So black accents, you guys, I have seen this all over. I think it's hilarious because to me as a nail professional, it just kind of looks unfinished, but done by Jinsoon Choi. There is, let's see if I can get this bigger. It is a stripe of black polish straight down the center of the nail, but nude on the sides. That's a thing, apparently. So it'd be kind of fun and matte though. So black accents, negative space is a big deal. Let's see, color blocking. This was done with C&D colors, but it's like a bright polish with then some sort of another color accent. In this case, it was done with just a drop of a brighter color. We see this a lot. We see these two kind of things a lot on Pinterest. You know? So a lot of times, if you're really steady-handed, you can knock this out with a striping brush, but you can always use tape or French guides or something like that to help with this. Scotch tape's always good for that. Okay, so, and a lot of things in the headlines, you guys, are graphic. It's French manicure, but new twists on French manicure. There's another article I'm going to pull up here in a second. But the trend that they're citing is graphic French. So like this is a French done in matte, but then see it's got the gold on the back, you know? It really bugs me that all these nails are not the same length, yet I'm looking at it in a fashion magazine. I don't know. That must be the nail tech in me. Here we go. Notice that the purple one is way shorter. I wouldn't have put French on this person, but that's just me. Using an angled French. This is a really good way to do a modern take for some of your clients who want their nails to grow out nicely without the, you know, color line showing in the back as much, but they still have trauma from the 90s of French manicures. So, you know, give them a little angle on their French. Ladylike neutrals, you guys, this is the big one. I have actually read about this on industry trends as well, from different surveys that cover our industry, both consumer and professional. And the nude trend is not going anywhere anytime soon. It's back and even bigger for this season. So make sure that you are really that your nude game is on. Ladylike neutrals are ladylike neutrals is what they're calling it in here. And so see, this is, let's see if I can get, there you go. It's a real sheer wash of color where you can still see her natural free edge. There is a lot of, see, and then there's like these with negative space, but it's done with pink and a nude. These are going to be real, oh, look at that. Tammy Taylor made it onto the Harper's Bazaar. There's a Tammy Taylor nail lacquer in nude, which means it's also available in gel polish. This is, I thought was really interesting. Embellished cuticles. So you know how we've seen the trend of a design around the backside of the cuticle or those kind of things? This I thought was really interesting. It's a pretty, you know, left to right ombre, but then it's got the glitter decoration with a hard line, not an ombre fade at the cuticle. There was a couple other people who did that also. And then the negative space trend again. And then see, they took their, you know, striper brush and took their color around the outside perimeter of the nail. That seems like it would be pretty quick and easy to do in the salon, you know, especially if you're using something like shellac or gel polish. You know, you put down a coat of clearly pink or Beau or Romantique or something like that, and then you put your asphalt on and then use your asphalt to draw around the outside edge. Seems like that would be really easy to do. So embellished cuticles, big trend. This was an interesting, now here's the embellished cuticles, but impractical, because this is the equivalent of wearing the caviar beads on your nails that are all going to fall off in a day. You could go get your manicure done and get glitter put all over your skin, which looks like somebody just didn't know how to put glitter on your nails. And then the next day it'd be gone, leaving you with nude nails, I guess. So ladylike neutrals, there was just a lot of, very basic nails this time on the runways. We didn't see the Libertine hairy furry nails this time. And you know, didn't see some craziness like that. I'm looking at Fashion Week from 2014 here. Come on, guys, update your algorithm. 2012. Oh, here we go. February 16th. 16 ways to make a French manicure cool again. So back to what we were talking about the French manicure thing. Clean lines. And it says modernize a French with the addition of a thin stripe worn 1/3 of the way down the nail. Soft rounded edges are key. So that's kind of cool. That would be, again, something that would be really hard to do on yourself at home, but is a pretty easy piece of cake for those of us nail techs with a striping brush. Easy peasy, man. You know, could upcharge the ish out of that. And then negative space. I just did a manicure like this sort of the other day, and it was remarkably easier than I thought it was going to be to get the nice clean lines on the second color. So actually not as hard as it looks. Neon. This is a Deborah Lippman color. Neon is back. Neon tips. Hard to see that that's neon orange, but that's neon orange. Super fun, super cute, kind of chic, right? Oh yes, the nail tech's friend or foe, depending on how you are. This is what to suggest for the people who come in who have nails that look like mine and say, can you do a French manicure? The answer is no, not a traditional one, but I can do a side swipe one and talk them into wearing this. It's going to look way better on their fingers anyway. When nails are all stumpy, no bueno. Find a nude that matches your skin tone and add a soft yellow gold tip for a result that's refined, not glitzy. Looks like this. And you guys, what's really cool about this is if you take and put gold or silver tips on somebody, but they don't want it to look all blinged out, use matte top coat or buff it matte. And then it won't look super blingy, but it'll still be kind of shimmery and fun. Let's see. Oh, this is interesting. Half traditional, half festive. I don't know how I feel about this. It just looks like twice the work, but it's basically half a rock star nail and half a French manicure. Interesting. Don't know how I feel about that. What do you guys think? I don't know how I feel about that. It's kind of weird. Let's see. Black and silver. Let's see. Come on. No. Stupid thing. Come on. There we go. I'm telling you, technical difficulties today. Okay. Black and silver. This is like Business in the back, party in the front. This is like the mullet of nails. You could do it either way, I suppose, if you wanted to. So, you like this or you like the last one with the glitter and the half French? It was interesting. Some of these are really, and you know, you guys, these are the kind of nails that are very easy for us to do in the salon, but way harder for people to do at home. So, you know, nails like this, that's not easy to do on yourself. But it's really not that hard at all for us to do with our thin striping brushes. So, you know, totally get in there and do some real simple nail art like that and upcharge for it. Oh my God, I wish this webpage would stop reloading. Oh, now this is really contrasting colors in 2 textures give this French a futuristic edge. If you are somebody who has chrome and you have matte top coat and all that kind of stuff, that is pretty badass. Obviously, way more expensive than some of the other things we've looked at in terms of what you're going to have to charge the client, but that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. I've done it before with silver. The only thing I don't like about it is I don't like how sharp the ledge always ends up between the gold and the gray. You end up with a sharp ledge. That kind of bugs me. Because I think nails are supposed to be smooth. But that's just me. It's so badass, I'm going to do it next. With us getting into spring, I've done this before too. This is pretty cool. Use a nice spring pastel. Make your French tips not smile lined. Make them just straight across and vary them in length. Maybe put something, you know, there along the cuticle edge, nice little stone. Use some gold to distinguish your line. That's pretty cute. That would be super easy to do. Oh, here we go. We got the moons. And then we've got the angled asymmetrical French color blocking thing going on. So notice that these are all taking the trends that we talked about a little while ago with the color blocking, metallic, the French is back, all that kind of stuff. And these artists are putting them into something that so like this, to pull off sparkly tips in a sophisticated way, pick a sheer base color and keep the length short and the shape round. Now, how many of our clients do we end up looking like this? That's totally fine, right? It's in the fashion mags right now. So if you want a fashion magazine to keep in your salon for people to read while they're waiting, I really recommend Harper's Bazaar, which is the website we're on right now. Because Harper's Bazaar tends to do the more haute couture type fashion houses. And so you're not seeing what Sally Hansen wants you to see for nail trends. Well, I don't know who did this at Vanity Projects. A red French tip. Can you get Harper's Bazaar in Canada? Yeah, it's international. It's harpersbazaar.com. Harper's Bazaar magazine. You should be able to find it in a Canadian edition at any newsstand. It's a main trend fashion magazine, but it's definitely more of a couture. So like here is 13 new nail polishes for spring 2017. Here's a Deborah Lippmann color in Beechin, which there we go. That's what we've seen. There's our typical nude, right? Let's see, utility inspired design. So we're going to see this crazy green khaki color back. This is First Lady of Nails by OPI Infinite Shine. Essie Gel Couture Ballet Nudes in Closing Night. This is grayish green shimmer color. So of course, do whatever you're going to do with your particular lines. You know, all the colors end up being the same. Light gray. Don't, you know, make sure this is Cityscape in shellac. Oh, I just got it in Dazzle Dry the other day. Anticipation? Fascination? I don't know, one of those colors. Make sure you have a good white that you don't hate polishing this season. White is going to be big, 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 big on nails. Dude, the Stiletto collection, look at this craziness. The Stiletto collection from Christian Louboutin. Apparently we can't just do amazing expensive shoes. We've got to get in on the nail lacquer game. Neon. Neon's going to be back this spring, guys. And by the time it filters from New York to your town, wherever it is, it will solidly be spring and into summer. So just know that's coming. We got, you know, people doing 2 coats of glitter so that you can still see the sheerness through it. That's on trend. Here's Creative Play in Bling Toss. The diamond whatever it is from Dazzle Dry is the one I use. But pick a, you know, and OPI has some, pick a glitter polish that's got some dimension to it and use it in 2 coats. So you can still see underneath it. And then, again, nudes. Of course, I just got a free sample box from Zoya with nudes. Nudes are all the trend. That's in Tatum. Black is not going anywhere. So, you know, this is good. This is good times to get people into our salon who are just getting their nails done for an event or something, or working professionals who need their nails done. This is a big nail art trend right now. And I don't know, I mean, it's super basic and super easy. We can do this with a dotting tool or hell with a drop of polish off our bottle. But nude with some sort of a color, in this case it's black, is a big spring nail art trend. Same thing with doing things like putting boxes on the manicure there. Get nude. Yes, this real asymmetrical thing. The chevron in a light color, which is super easy to do with us. This is really no more difficult. In fact, I think it's easier than doing a traditional French, because you just swipe, cure, fill in the little, you know, line with some glittery stuff with a striper brush, top coat, done. And you can do it in any color. So negative space kind of meets chevron, kind of meets French. Same kind of thing, you guys, on French tips. This is a nail art trend. Don't be afraid to just use a couple different colors, right? How fun is that? And how easy would that be for us to do in the salon? And upcharge. So, so those are some, you know, spring nail art trends. This is interesting. Double reverse French manicure. Interesting, huh? It's kind of like that side swipe French manicure plus the cuticle adornment kind of thing all together. Save this kind of nail art for your clients who come in regularly, because the grow out on this is going to make your clients' nails look like crap. So they either need to be aware they're going to have turn off. See, here's the dot thing again, but this is bigger dots. See? So that's these nail art trends, you guys, for this spring are super basic. It's not the same kind of craziness that we saw last year with Libertine and all of that. So, let's see. I had some great articles pulled up and they disappeared. So yeah, you guys make sure that you're carrying, if you're going to carry fashion magazines in your salon, make sure you're carrying ones that don't completely discount our craft. So I find that Harper's Bazaar, Vogue, because Vogue is more pictures than anything else. And so people looking at InStyle is another good one that's really couture. because the nail work that they're going to be showing in those magazines is what's coming out of the couture fashion houses. And that is what we want our clients to see, not just what they found from Home Blogger on Pinterest. No offense to the bloggers. I'm not calling out the bloggers again, so don't send me a bunch of hate mail. I'm just saying, for those of us who are charging $40 or $50 or $60 for a manicure, I want to be showcasing what's coming out of the couture places, not just blogger work. So let's see. Where was I? New York Fashion Week nails. For some reason my search didn't save because I was doing it on my phone, not on my iPad. Let's see what comes up in the old Google. Oh, this is the good one I read. This is Elle magazine. There's another good one, Elle. This was spring 2017 nail trends. The best nail looks from New York Fashion Week, spring 2017. Okay, so the Jinsoon Choi nails we saw earlier, they were for Vera Wang. Okay. Let's see. Some really weird graphic polish and weird scribbles done freehand for Proenza Scholler. Kind of weird, right? And I'll post links to these so you guys can see. There's the silver ones. Thought this was cool. Openly saying this. These were the nails. Okay. Those were the nails. And that artist said that she, Miss Pop Nails, created a design of fluttering hearts made with china glaze in white on white, hot flash, and something sweet. And she says it, the black outline is Sharpie. True story. So there we go. That's how trends get started, right? And this is for Betty and Veronica by Rachel Antonoff. I don't know why. And my iPad just froze up. And that's okay, because y'all are gone. That's how much we care about New York Fashion Week, right? Well, good. I'm not going to sit here and just talk to myself, and my iPad's frozen. So we'll just get rid of that, and I will finish drinking my coffee. And it's been 32 minutes anyway. So I will put this up on the Nails Over Coffee Facebook page and load it up on YouTube. If you want to get some crib notes on New York Fashion Week nail trends, which were really incredibly boring this year, but boring is good for us nail pros to make money doing it. Make sure that you do something to bring awareness to hashtag End It movement on social media today, and wear your red if you have red, and go to, I'll put the link on Facebook, go to send condolences or light a candle to Gina Silvestro and her family. And that's it. I will see you guys on Monday at 1 p.m. Pacific time. I got to move the salon this weekend, so maybe on Monday I'll be setting up the salon and we'll be able to do the show in the new space. All right. Peace, love, and coffee and nails. Cheers. See you next time.